What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to our very first video here of the autumn season in Forza Horizon 5. So this is in Series 1. So looking at our seasonal rewards, it looks like we get the 1984 Honda Civic Mugen, I don't know how to pronounce that, the Mugen word. I don't know how it's pronounced properly, but that's what you get at 22 points. You get the Radical RXC at 42. You can see we already have 4 points on the season and we haven't even done anything yet, so I'll show you how we got those 4 points here in a minute as we get towards the end of this playlist. The weekly Forzathon challenge is Baja Bug, and it's just in the Volkswagen Class 5 1600 Baja Bug. So just driving that around. You got your weekly or your daily Forzathon challenge. The Forzathon shop, the big car this week is the Agera RS. There's also the Honda Civic GRC Coupe. So pretty okay cars, I guess. I don't have points for either of them, but alright, so on to the rest of the playlist here. So you get the Horizon Arcade event for 3 points. I don't know if that's going to actually work properly or not. You get the trial going down a storm. You get the Lamborghini Murcielago. Pretty neat reward there. Our first Event Lab seasonal challenge here will get you the Windows Tada horn, and that is the Gauntlet of Fun. For the seasonal playground games, you get a super wheel spin at the Thunderdome. You have your 3 seasonal PR stunts that each get you a wheel spin. For the When It Rains, It Pours, you get 50,000 credits. Looks like that is a off-road seasonal event. And for the 4 on the Floor, you get the BMW X6M. For the Pick Up the Pace, you get the Ranger Raptor. It's a pretty neat one. You get 3 points for the Horizon Tour. The photo challenge is Sleeping Giant, so you just have to take a photograph of any modern rally car at the Land Gran Caldera volcano. That's easy 2 points there, and you get the Sleepy emote. For the Horizon Open challenge this week, you get the Rightful Heir. You need to steal a crown in Horizon Open playground games, and that gets you 25,000 credits and 2 points towards the Horizon, the festival playlist. And then the Eliminator is you just have to finish 30th or better. That gets you 2 points, and the Mexican Hat Dance car horn. And then you can see here the monthly rivals. We already have that completed. When you complete that in one season, it completes it across all seasons. So you can see here we go over to the winner, which hasn't happened yet. It's completed there. So that gets you 4 points across all the seasons. So it's an easy way to, kind of get a head start there. The cool thing about that is if you did it in the autumn season, and I'm assuming it works the same way as Horizon 4, but if you do it in the autumn season and you were 4 points away from getting the Aston Martin here in the summer season, if you did it in the future, so if you did it again, that monthly rivals in the autumn season, I think you should be able to unlock the Aston Martin if you were, 4 points away. So nonetheless, we're going to jump into our first challenge today. I think we're going to do the Pick Up the Pace. You can see here the car restriction is pickups and 4x4s, and it has to be a B Class 700. So I'm going to get 3 cars set up, and I will see you at the start line for that championship. All right, here we are at the entrance to the championship here at the Oasis Cross Country trial, or trail, sprint, whatever you want to call it. Our first car, we're going to be using the 2017 Chevy Colorado ZR2. So the share code for the tune, along with the tuner's name, will be up on the screen. For your reference, it'll also be down in the description below. This is going to be the cheapest car or vehicle that we use in today's video. The tune that we're using costs 40,000 credits, and the truck itself costs 46,000 credits if you buy it from the auto show. So let's go ahead and jump into it and see what races we have here. So we have trail race, trail race, trail race. Nice. Very nice. All right, here we go in the Oasis Cross Country. Something I do want to just check is it should still have it locked when you go into these seasonal championships, it should have difficulty locked at highly skilled, and that's exactly what you want it locked at, because that's what you need to get the reward, being the truck, in this case, the Raptor at the end of this, the Ranger Raptor. So let's see how this Chevy fares as we move in here. Man, we could have used a Gladiator. I didn't even think about that. I just kind of picked 3 random cars. One of them I'm actually really excited about to use. I hear it's really good in cross country. The other one is, or was, a pretty good cross country truck in Horizon 5 or 4. So I'm excited to try it out in Horizon 5. Let's see. Making sure I was in my right camera here. We're up into 4th currently, 20% through the race. Get a little break around there. We're pretty much on the gas that entire turn. Let off a little towards the end. And this little... The Drivatars are a little insane with those old, very light off-road like vehicles there. Let's see if we can't catch up. We just really need some good straightaways. Or turns might be our better option, rather. I think we can handle turns a lot better than they can. Yeah, definitely. Up into 3rd. Over the jump. Man, this game is so good looking. Ooh, rough landing there. We got up into 2nd now. I don't know what we're racing. Is that a Land Rover or what? We got a CJ5 behind us, I think. Come on, let's get first. You don't need to get first on all these races, which is nice. You just have to come first at the end of the championship. We're gonna dive in there a little bit. We're up into 1st now, and then we just gotta defend. Hopefully we don't have them do a run on us here at the end. I think we should be faster in the water, because we weigh a little bit more than they will, so they'll get slowed down and affected by the water a little bit more. But that's not gonna matter. We're gonna come in 1st, cross the line. There we go. Colorado did pretty good. Not a bad option if you are low on money. So definitely a good, viable option. You just have to be able to race a little bit. Drivatars are a little difficult. So that was the International Harvester Scout. I think it's International Harvester. I don't know. It was the International Scout 800A. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the next race and jump into our next truck. And before we go, so here's the leaderboard for championship. So you got 20 points for coming in 1st, 16 for 2nd, 14 for 3rd, and so on and so forth. Again, you have to be at the top of this leaderboard at the end of the 3 races. So you don't actually have to win the 3 races themselves. You just have to have enough points at the end of the 3 races to be in 1st in this standing. So now we'll go jump to that next race. All right, the next race we're going to be using the Mercedes-Benz X-Class. This one is the 2nd most expensive truck or vehicle that we're using in today's races. This one, the truck alone costs 65,000 credits, and the tune is about 39,000 credits. So about 20,000 more credits than the Chevy, but this one was a really good off-road car or cross-country vehicle in Horizon 5 or 4. So the share code for the tune and the tuner's name would have been up on the screen already. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the race and see if this thing can still hold its crown as a really good cross-country racer here in Mexico. All right. Ooh, Ranger or Velociraptor going into Los Granjas cross country. So we'll see if this thing can compete with the Ranger or the Velociraptor over there. Well, gotta hope. So let's see. Hopefully, again, this thing was a really good cross-country vehicle in Horizon 4. Ooh, turn in. Let's rewind that. I took that way too. I was looking at all the cars in front of us, so get a little bit on the rewind. We went a little inside on that Bronco there. There we go. That's a better line for sure. And we'll be able to get faster out of that. up into 5th place, 10% through the race. And one of the things is taking off. Man, I hate when the drive tires are in my way. They really kill your speed if you run into the back of them, just a little heads up. I wonder what that little thing is up there. Looks like it could be an old Range Rover, Land Rover. Colorado there on the inside. The Bronco up in front, and I'm thinking that's an old Land Rover. I could be wrong though. Definitely be able to see at the end of the race. Thing's holding the bumps really well. Let's get up on the inside of the Bronco there, up into 2nd place. Yeah, that's an old Land Rover. Or Range Rover, I don't know the difference between them. I know the Range Rover is a brand or a model of the Land Rover, so I think. Don't quote me on that. I know Range Rover is made by Land Rover. I don't know if it's like a separate thing though. Alright. Up into 1st though. Now we just gotta hold it off for the remaining 35% of the race here. They definitely don't give it to you as easy as they did in Horizon 4. That was a really bad turn. When I say really bad turn, that was an awful turn on my behalf. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, they don't give it to you as easy as they did in Horizon 4. In Horizon 4, I mean, these unbeatable or the highly skilled drivatars. I mean, if you had a really good tune, you could get up on the inside, or up in 1st, rather quick in a race. So, definitely make it a little more difficult here in Horizon 5, which is good. I like the challenge. It just means that, you know, we have to build better tunes, be better drivers, and, you know, hope the AI don't just turn on the nitrous. Oh gosh. Okay, so that was a bad jump. Seems like all the jumps in this game are like really bad landings, so here we go. Mercedes X-Class. Another viable option. Again, that was the more expensive, that was the middle expensive vehicle there with that tune and the car alone. But we're going to jump into the last car, or last vehicle. I shouldn't say a car because this thing is the furthest thing from a car. But the most expensive vehicle we're going to use today, and I'm actually really excited about it because I wanted to drive it for a little bit and I haven't pulled it out yet. So we did get 20 more points there. As you can see going here, we have 40 points in total. So now we'll go jump into that last race and jump into the last truck. All right, it appears that we jumped into a storm here in the truck, but let's go ahead and take a look around it. So this is the 2020 Ford Super Duty F450 Platinum Dually truck. So this thing is supposed to be really good off-roading. This one, again, is the most expensive truck. The truck itself is 70,000 credits. The tune we have on it is 67,000 credits. So you're dropping a big chunk of change on this one if you don't have the truck. So a lot of these are, you know, better if you have one of the trucks or one of the vehicles is, you know, sometimes it's better just to use that one rather than buying a new one. But the share code for the tune that we're using along with the tuner's name will be up on the screen for this thing. And let's go ahead and jump into the race and see what it can do. All right, the final race here is going to be Tropico Cross Country. This is another sprint race. Let's go ahead and get into it. So something I should mention is if you are doing these challenges, you do not, or the championships, you do not have to use 3 different vehicles. You have to pick one, and if you find it works out for you, then just use that in all 3 races. I use 3 just to give some extra content for the channel and give some, you know, extra helpfulness for you guys. So definitely don't think that you have to use 3 different vehicles for these. You only have to use 1. But with that cleared up, let's see what we can do here. This thing definitely is a boat and takes a while to turn. I'm gonna have to be using the e-brake a lot, I imagine. It does feel very planted though. We're gonna use this Raptor here, or the Ranger Raptor. I keep calling it a Raptor. I mean, it technically is, right? But we're just gonna use that as a, you know, little guard there. Got a G-Wagon up ahead of us now. This thing is fast too. I mean, I'm not even feeling these bumps, which is nice. This thing is very stable off-road, as it should be. It should be much wider than the other vehicles, as it is with the, you know, the dual back tires on each side. It may not be faster, but it seems like it's holding its own. And I'll just go ahead and tell you too, like in these races, you have to use every kind of advantage you can to get ahead of the Drivatars. If you have to run them off the road or use them to go around the turn a little bit better, by all means, please do it. They will not take it easy on you if you do not. So, you know, rubbing's racing in this game for sure, especially against the Drivatars. I wouldn't suggest doing it online because, you know, that's not very clean, but against the Drivatars, you know, have at it. Got 15% left in this race. Got a big jump coming here, it looks like. And the finish line is right at the bottom. There we go. That was an easy landing. A nice landing, rather. See if we can't get this thing a little sideways going in. There we go. Oh, that looks so ridiculous. Alright, finish first. There we go. Tropico cross-country complete. So that'll get us 20 more points and 60 points on the season. And as we move into the final celebration here, hitting that bow shot. And that'll get us the 2019 Ford Ranger Raptor. Alright, there we go. So this is the Ford Ranger Raptor here in Forza Horizon 5 and how to get it here in the autumn season of series number 1. You got some really cool ambiance. This is the first time we've kind of seen this because it's the first day of the season. Get the storm brewing. You can see the lightning kind of out in the background. There's a flash of the lightning. There was some lightning. Man, this game is so good looking, but there we go. I hope you guys did find the video helpful or you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely leave a like on the video. Definitely get subscribed to the channel for future Forza Horizon 5 content. I am currently doing a giveaway for a copy of Horizon 5. To be entered to that, you have to go find my video, my last video. I'll put a card to it up in the top right. But just go comment on that video, you know, what I say in the actual video, and that'll get you entered. And then make sure you are in the Bomb Gaming Discord server, and there's a link to that down in the description below. But other than that, I do hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in the next video for the next Autumn Season Championship race. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you then.